Used to be a bunch of assholes that lived in this part of the building here. So we systematically removed them like you would any kind of termite or roach.
Very punchy.
There's a right and wrong. Punishment was sure for those who dare to cross the line. But it must not be true. The trip hop just like you, and maybe it takes longer to catch it.
That's a great riff.
Someone told me once that there's a right and wrong. Punishment was sure for those who dare to cross the line. But it must not be true. But I'm just like you, and maybe it's just bullshit. I should play God and shoot you myself. Tired of waiting. Consequences dictate course of action, and it doesn't matter what's right.
Two bass notes at once. A bass chord, basically.
My course of action, I should play God and just shoot you myself.
That was just absolutely fantastic. That is so good. I love that that rendition live. Amazing, and it captures the energy so well. It doesn't sound like it's a huge place they're playing at, but man, they have so much sound coming off the stage. It's so full of energy. And they're so together. They're such a unified band. Like they're all glued like in one unit. They're such an excellent unit together. Now we're gonna do the last track called Opiate / the Gaping Lotus.
Choices always were a problem for you. What you need is someone strong to guide you. Deaf and blind and dumb and born to follow. What you need is someone strong to guide you. Like me.
This is a little different for a Tool song. It's almost poppy in a way.
If you want to get your soul to heaven, trust in me now. Don't you judge or question. You are broken now, but faith can heal you. Just do everything I tell you to do. Deaf and blind and dumb and born to follow. What you need is someone strong to guide you. Deaf and blind and dumb and born to follow. Let me lay my holy hand upon you. My God's will becomes me when He speaks. He speaks to me. He has needs like I do. We both want
Sounds so nice.
to rape you. Jesus Christ, why don't you come save my life now? Open my eyes, blind me with your light now. Jesus Christ, why don't you come save my life now? Open my eyes, blind me with your light now. If you want to get your soul to heaven, trust in me now. Don't you judge or question. You are broken now, but faith can heal you. Just do everything I tell you to do. Jesus Christ, why don't you come save my life now? Open my eyes, blind me with your light now. Jesus Christ, why don't you come save my life now? Open my eyes, blind me with your light now. Deaf and blind and dumb and born to follow. Let me lay my holy hand upon you. My God's will becomes me when He speaks. He speaks through me. He has needs like I do. We both want to rape ya.
Oh yeah. That little section there reminded me of Gates of Delirium by Yes. If you haven't heard that yet, check it out. Yes, 1974, Gates of Delirium on the Relayer album. It's funny, it still amazes me that Tool is a progressive rock band, and yet they're so distinct and unique that they're almost like just a, if you've never heard of prog rock, you just think there's something unique about this band. They've been fans of King Crimson and stuff. But yeah, I still feel weird when I say, is Tool progressive rock? Yeah, they are, but they're so... What is it about Tool? It's really hard to put a finger on. They're just so distinct. Oh, am I getting the bonus track now?
I had a friend once, he took some acid. Now he thinks he's a fire engine. It's okay until he pisses on your lighter. Kinda smells kinda cool, kinda funny anyway. Tried to fuck my lazy boy. It got a bit messy all over the curtains, armchair covers, throw pillows, and carpeting.
That was fun and funny. Yeah, well, what else can be said? Tool, they kind of had a vision right from the get-go, I think. I really like their early stuff. How do you guys feel about Tool? Are you not interested in the earlier album? Like Undertow, I like a lot. I did a full react to that one. And I really like this early stuff. If you look at any band's discography, there's always a progression. They usually the first two or three albums, they're finding their footing, and then they really establish themselves. Obviously, to some degree, that's the case with Tool too. But I find that they're really, already there's so much clarity already in their sound. They're so good at fundamentals. Like they don't need any ornamentation. It seems, like they're just such a basic rock outfit. You got your vocal, you got your bass, which is really ringing, and chords and 2-note chords sometimes or whatever. I guess 2 notes on a bass is enough to call it a chord. And just the whole tone, which is interesting too, the original bass player, and then moving on to Justin Chancellor, who is basically a continuation of Paul D'Amour, this guy. They both have very aggressive, big bass sounds, just sort of big dinosaurific, I don't know. That's again part of the heart and soul of what Tool is. It's just a band. It's just a solid guitar, solid bass, solid drums, solid vocals. What else do you need? And they're just so good at that. And I think that's why some people overlooked them, including me in the old days. I thought they were, to me, it was a little bit too simplistic, and I missed the forest for the trees. I just was, for some reason, looking for something in this band that I didn't find, so I didn't latch onto them. That's not what you do. You don't look into a band and try to find something in the band you like. You basically have to just open your ears. Just open your ears. Hear what it is that they are doing. Don't go seeking stuff out of a band. I don't think that's the way it works. You don't go seeking something from a band, trying to get something out of a band. That's the wrong approach. And that's why I came so late to Tool and appreciated them finally later on, when you realize how everything's so fundamental, and there is a bit of work that's demanded of the listener, that you have to listen, really, and not just try to pull things out of that aren't there, like I don't know, hooks or some kind of guitar solos or something, or I don't know. I mean, obviously melody is big with Tool, rhythm is huge, and not in the same way, like you can't compare them to Rush, for example. There's really no comparison. It's funny, This trying to compare Tool to another band, and you'd say, well, what's different about them? Gosh, I don't know. I mean, there's hardly any bands that you can kind of liken them to and say, are they like that band? No. A little bit, obviously they're inspired by a little bit of that band, a little bit of this band or whatever. They just come off so original. How do they do it? I'm almost jealous. How do they just get in a room and sound so together? It's a rare thing. Tool is a rare band, a band with incredible chemistry. And there are very few bands that are so strong in a chemical bond in that sense, connection. It's just quite astounding, really. I have all the more respect for Tool after listening to this album, even more. That's me, Rack. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to be a patron, the link's down below, and pick some albums for full album reacts. I'll do that for you. Spiraling Out, it's Dean. Bye-bye.